Adult Education Podcast. I'm your host, Christo Vumpa. I'm here with
your co-host, Ricky.
yes, sir.
Whichever
yes, sir,
one
yes,
rolls
sir.
off the tongue better,
Rolling off tongues.
Magical things.
All right,
Yeah.
then. Let's stop there. We're here with
Hi, Elias, Mr. Antonio.
Mr. Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I swear in high school they used to call you the king of Chromebook. Is that it?
Nah,
That's not you?
that's not me, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Nah.
What does that even mean?
King of Chromebook.
Wait, does that mean that like you'd go everywhere with a Chromebook? No phone?
Chromebook
Nah,
was
I had a
iPhone.
phone, but shit, I had a phone. Shit, that's not me. There was somebody though.
By Antonio, one of the OGs of Parliament.
There
One
was
of the
somebody. There
OGs.
was somebody. Hey man, I've been around here for long enough, man.
You're young though.
Shit, you know,
You have an old soul.
something like that.
Old soul.
Something like that. Old and wise.
What?
Still
Old and what?
wise. Old and wise.
Old and wise.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very much aged,
Bro.
like
Yeah.
some cheese.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us like a few things about yourself. No, you don't have to get no personal. Just like anything you want the crowd to know.
Honestly, there's not much to say about myself. I'm not a pretty chill guy. Like to play a lot of soccer. My free times, basketball if I can. Majority of the time, I just work and go to sleep. I make time to try to hang out with my friends and stuff.
But obviously, you've been watching the podcast. Do you have like
Oh, yeah.
any insights on like your favorite episode or like things you like?
Honestly, my favorite parts about this whole podcast is whenever you get scheduled just saying some stupid shit.
Oh my God.
That's my
I
funny.
think you know what's so funny.
He chose the day where Jose is not here.
Yeah,
that's
you
that.
know what's so funny? Like I make it my mission every time we record to say something or do something
Damn.
so that just something stupid just comes out of his mouth.
Nah, bro, that's
You
like,
know, because I feel like
I've been sitting there
that'll
on my
bring
phone.
some serious entertainment.
Bro, I've been sitting on my phone. I'm like, yo, I hope he gonna let out some shit. He gonna let out some
Very
shit.
predictable.
What kind of naked?
What do you
What
mean?
kind of naked?
That's our last
So what kind of
episode.
naked do you sleep?
What kind of naked? That's Jose's one liner.
Yeah.
What kind of what?
What kind of naked?
You don't know what kind of naked you sleep?
I don't know
Do you
what that
sleep
means.
naked?
I sleep with boxers on.
Oh, okay. Why do you sleep with boxers on?
What do you mean why? Why do you sleep with shorts on?
I don't sleep with shorts on.
You sleep naked?
I don't sleep naked. You sleep
Alright.
naked.
I don't sleep naked.
You sleep with boxers
do you
on.
sleep?
So
I sleep with boxers. I put on boxers. I have to get out the shower, put on boxers, and then I jump in the bed.
you put a shirt on though?
No.
So you somewhat naked.
I mean, if you want to look at it that way, yeah, but I'm not fully naked.
If you were running on the street like that, somebody could say you're naked.
No. Well, okay. Yes and no.
Okay, but why boxers? It's in the winter time. It's winter.
It's just
still.
comfortable.
Just comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly never thought
No
about sleeping
PJs?
naked. I don't use PJs. I have never owned a pair of PJs.
Swear.
Yeah. Never in my life.
What?
I wore PJ once.
I saw you used to wear PJs to
No,
school.
never. I used to wear sweatpants.
To school, yeah.
I
And he
used
would
to-
put
I
the socks,
sw-
the
yeah,
socks over
yeah.
the bottom.
I used to wear sweatpants. That's
Little
what
basketball players, they love to wear PJs to school, and then
I used
they
to wear
do.
Bro,
sweatpants.
PJs.
Bro,
I used to
you
wear
wish
it
you were
too.
I used to wear sweatpants.
I used to do it too.
But I've been having the same sweatpants since high school. Dad. This one of my OG ones. Still in the closet.
Still, OG for real, yo. OG, bro, can't let it go.
Nah, bro. There's great memories over here.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
I want to thick and thin with this one, so you gotta stay around.
Still.
Yeah.
So, since the year just started, we're a few months in. What are certain things that that you were able to accomplish that you set yourself for like the month of December that you wanted to accomplish in 2025?
One of the goals was get into the year and continue to go through the year healthy as I am. Setting myself for I put myself as I'm gonna do this, I'm doing it. Been doing my gym, going to the gym. Told myself I'll play a lot more soccer and try to make more time to hang out with people. That ain't my life, but that been there for me. But that's one part that I'm liking, because I work a lot. I know bills comes first, and I love my people, but the bills come first.
responsibilities and stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I wanted even to talk about that. Obviously, adult education. We talk to the youth, people who are young adults like us, and we give them tips and ideas because we're learning just the way they're learning. So you are a young adult as well, and you've been through certain things that certain young adults haven't been through. Some people are still living at their parents' house. I still live in my parents' house, 21, 20, but you stay by yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like talk to people about like that coming up to like, making that decision to leave home and like the struggles you face and like, do you regret it? Like what are the benefits? Like just let us know like your thoughts on it.
I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs to it, there's not really like a point in the line where you say there's a lot of benefits and there's a lot of downs to it. You just gotta like get up and just do it.
But why did you do it?
I mean, the reason I did it is because it's like when I moved out of my parents' house to go live on campus and stuff. So it's like coming out of African, like I'm pretty sure you guys know, like I'm like living in an African household. There's always rule and regulation when like your parents want you to come in by like 8 o'clock. You gotta be home. Yo, man, we got a runs at 9 o'clock. But what's up? We need one more. So things like that. And when I moved out, that was one thing inside my mind. Like, yo, I like the freedom, and I ain't have to worry about like coming home and somebody checking up. I mean, like my mom's still checking up on me like shit every single day and stuff. But it's like the freedom of like knowing that's like, okay, if I mess up right now, I have to be able to bounce back for tomorrow and days coming forward type thing, like, and then once I move out of campus, I decided like, you know what, it's time like take another step forward, get an actual apartment where it's like, have to pay bills, gotta worry about like what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, what I'm gonna eat today, if I don't pay my light bill. So now it's like you gotta put in this, like, all right, I got my last $100, got a light bill, you gotta worry about food, you got gas, and I was like, all right, you gotta start prioritizing what comes first.
Was it difficult at first when you first moved out?
At first it was.
What was the hardest part when you first moved out?
The hardest part probably food, man. Find the food. Yeah, not for real.
So you saying it was hard to cook for yourself, or it was hard just to like buy food?
It was hard to cook for myself, to be honest, and finding a good mama meal and stuff. For people that have been there, people that have been there,
I hear it. There's a lot of people that go to college and, mom's cooking.
Yeah, I know, man. Not, like, I'm talking people that, like, watch me cook. It's like, hey,
You cook for people?
Yeah, man, it wasn't
himself.
For myself.
Oh.
Like, motherfucker used to laugh at me. I used to make some crazy shit, bro.
What's your main dish?
Yo.
You choose to make?
Main dish in college.
Yo.
What's your
Ham
dish?
and cheese.
Ham and what?
Ham and cheese.
Yo.
Ham and cheese, bro.
No.
What, sandwich?
Yeah, bro.
Don't just say ham and cheese.
You have
You
to talk about your peanut butter and jelly phase.
I forgot about that.
Was this in college or like when you were living by yourself?
Nah, that's when I'm college. Peanut butter and jelly face was, man, probably, like I said, probably one of the funniest and like toughest moment. Cause you go through it, it's like, damn, I'm really eating peanut butter and jelly, but you just keep eating it.
Wait, no bread?
For a day.
Huh?
No bread?
Bread?
Bro, you
peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I feel like you add sandwich at the end. This guy just said ham and cheese.
There was there's a ham and cheese
sandwich. So wait, you put the peanut butter and jelly on the ham and the cheese, and you like.
No, the way he's saying
no.
it, just ham and cheese.
No, sandwiches.
It's a sandwiches,
okay.
bro. What's a ham and cheese?
Bro was
sandwich.
living off of two different types of sandwiches.
Bro.
That's tough, man. But how was like
interesting time, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
How was your how did you maintain like your like health? Like I'm talking face wash, body wash. I mean,
that was like that was always
one thing I know is when times get tough, like I don't know if you have money to start thinking about what face wash you want to get. I'm asking you. You've been through the experience. So when you in your last $100, you said bills you gotta pay for and food you gotta eat.
I mean, like I said, man, there's priorities. So
At that time, are you thinking like, I gotta order this?
I mean,
wash or
we don't order, so we gotta go to Walmart. See, Walmart it's always better.
At that point, it's budget. It's all about budget.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, bro. If I break it down, I got 20 for the light bill, 15 for food, and 2. Shit, I go back to my mama's house and stuff. Now it's like I got $20.
So you're saying in the beginning you always had to retreat back to your mom's house just for something?
Yeah, you can on it like I'm pretty sure I can say for a lot of people that if they leave anywhere near their parents,
Yeah.
they will always go home for something. To this day, I still go home for my parents for something.
Damn, I feel for those who cannot go back to their parents' house and just
Honestly,
get
yeah.
something.
Just time to time, I sit there and think, I was like, bro, man, this is real tough. Because I got people that who leave it, who been living in America, by
we know
themselves,
people who've been here, and they came by themselves and they live by themselves.
and they're making it work.
Yeah.
They
They're
make it
strong.
happen.
They're strong.
Yeah.
But so, let us know, like, obviously you said it was the hard parts, right? And you said your reason for leaving was freedom. Was that the main one?
The main reason wasn't freedom. It was more like, okay, because growing up, I used to share my room, my little brother, and it gets to a point where
You just want your own space.
you want your own space, and your brother also wants your own space. Because you gotta look at him, it's like he's also becoming,
Growing,
yeah.
he's also growing, so he's gonna want certain things. So now it's like we're fighting for space and stuff. You know, I'm getting to a point where my brother fixes most of my things, whether it's shoes, whatever. My brother comes to my house and got most of my things, and I'm cool with it. But it's like now we're sharing one little space where I might want more than what I have right now. Now he wants overstep, so now it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you that space for you to grow.
Do you think having like a roommate, a sibling as a roommate, is made you even like saying like, yeah, he confirmed for you like, yeah, I have to leave. Like, I cannot be staying no more. One more like somebody else in my room. I walk into a room and my little brother's annoying me. It's like you just felt like, nah, I gotta be by myself.
It wasn't just my brother.
No, I'm not saying your brother. I'm saying like, do you think that encourages other people to leave their house, especially when they have like a sibling as a roommate?
I wouldn't say.
Would it be different if you had your own room in your house and your own space in the house?
Not necessarily, because at some point you still want to leave.
But would you have left the time you left?
Probably not.
Huh?
Probably not.
Just confused me.
If he didn't have a roommate,
If I ever have
if
a
he had his
roommate,
own space in the
probably.
house, would he have left the time he left?
Honestly, if I had like my own space
Your
where I can
own
just
space, you
focus
there-
and
yeah,
just zone
your
out
own
whatever time I
space.
want to zone out, probably say
Nah.
probably nah.
The same way you is. If you had a roommate, I feel like you probably could have
Could have what?
Nah.
left.
Stay?
Left.
No reason for it.
No, I'm saying, but a roommate is a reason for it. Like having a sibling as a roommate is a reason for it sometimes.
Bro, not really. I'm gonna keep it 100, cause
just depends how you
my
look at it,
parents.
to be honest.
See, this is the thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
See, I've always shared a room with my siblings. My parents always found a way to,
Make it work.
yeah, not even just make it work though. Like, we go like 2-3 years, boom, we'll move to a different place. 2-3 years, and then boom, we move to a different place. And then another year, boom, we bought a crib. So now everybody has their own space. But they always kept in mind, like, okay, like these are all boys, you know, because it's just me and my brothers. So obviously, like, they've always kept in mind, like, when they get to a certain age, they all need to get their own space, you know? But so it was never something like, oh, damn, I need to get out of here. I need to go and live my own life. I need to have my own space. You feel me? Like, I never had that thought, you know?
Yeah, it depends, but not everybody
Yeah.
have that thought and stuff.
Yeah, then it depends on everything. But to conclude, like, advise people like who are thinking about moving out, things they should think about before moving out. You know, just like talk to them to give them your viewpoint on like since you've moved out.
Honestly, like most people would tell you, like when you first moved out, like start thinking about this. Yeah, it's also good, be careful and stuff, but it's like you just gotta give it a try. You know, like most things in life, you just do it.
Take that risk.
Take the risk. It's rewarding. Maybe it's not, but you will never know until you do it.
We're talking about the easy part right now. I think the moving out is the easy part. I think the hard part is even sometimes, especially maintaining that. And especially if you have African parents who don't agree with you moving out. That can be something too. That can be a problem too.
Honestly, it is. It would be like, again, my parents are very traditional.
Yeah.
So it's like moving out of the house, it was like at some point, like
That's very traditional though.
yeah.
What?
But
A man moving out of the house.
Yeah, but you move out when you
moved
are
out when you
completed,
completed.
your
Like, yeah,
education,
education and stuff like that.
boom, now you about to go
And you
get
get a
married.
job, right?
Yeah, you got a full job that you can sustain yourself, and you
Because I feel like
married.
certain
most of-
African culture is more like Indian culture. I know a lot of people, they all stay in the same house until like they can be 30, and their wives are still staying with his parents' family. You know, like family being in the same house is a norm for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can be 27, married, your wife is staying at your house, but they have big houses. Like they got your
Right.
own, you know, and it's normal. But for us, it's like the guy, as soon as you graduate,
As soon as, because
find a job, get out of the house.
Because I mean, again, I'm not very educated when it comes to other people's culture except mine and stuff. Which, but from my point of experience and stuff, there's time where I go home and stuff. Like my dad still be asking, like, "What time you gonna go home?" You know,
To your own house.
Yeah. But
Your dad is telling you to go home to a house that he don't live in.
Huh? He told me to go to my house.
Your own, that you pay rent for.
Yeah.
Sending you to go home.
I mean,
Your dad
cause
is telling you to go
it's
home.
not more of a kicking you out type of thing. It's more like, all right, man, you chose to get out. So no, it's like you always
You're
have
overstaying. You're welcome here.
But look at it that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you're in his house.
Yeah,
You look at
'cause
it that
now
way.
He's looking at it like, oh, you're not living here.
You're
Exactly.
not living there, so you're
So-
just taking up, like, you know, you just come
Yeah,
here
you
and
t-
grab
yeah.
things and go. Cause like I said, but I still go to my parents' house if I want. Like, yeah, I gotta do laundry and I forgot my laundry situation. I don't even have it. Yo, I got the keys to the house still. I go grab it, get one, and just go.
Yeah.
So you know, things like that. I mean, but moving out things like, my mom was like the only person who was like, hold on, stay. It got to a point where it's like you finally convinced your dad, because you also got to think your dad was young at some point, and you know he also had the same ideas you having right now. So he gonna like, I can't speak for every dad, but my dad was like, yo, at first like stay somewhere close. If anything, you can come back for a little bit, then you can go out and try again. But my mom was just like, no, stay until this happened. But again, at some point, you just gotta learn how to be a man, because you can't stay young forever.
Yeah,
Jump
man.
out that poach.
I hear it.
Jump out the poach.
I heard it. Yeah, man. Moving out is a struggle. Moving out is a struggle.
Would you say you're ready to move out?
Hell no.
Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready. You just gotta
Hell
do it, man.
no. My dad told me one time, like, for you to be ready to move out, you gotta get a little money at least saved up.
How much do you think will be like, boom,
No.
this is the amount of money that I need to move out?
Honestly, depends.
Solid. Like,
It depends.
they're stable.
It depends on how you spend your money. If you a
Nah.
big spender,
Like, all right, hold on.
can you
Big
really
tipper.
say
Like me, I
say
buy
little
shoes.
15.
I
I say like
get
15. If you're at the 15, I've been above. I feel like
15.
Nah, 15 is a little
15
too
is
much.
not enough.
that's
Nah,
too
15
much.
is not enough.
You said too much. You said
That's
not
too much.
enough.
15 is not enough, bro.
I'm saying as a starting point.
As a
Once
starting
you reach
point.
15, you should be like, okay, I'm reaching the
If
like,
you- if
the
you-
right
if
amount
you-
of money where I can
if-
think about moving
If
out.
you have 15,
Because
if you have
with 15,
say-
you can put like a little payment for like
Let me tell you something. If you
like a
have
little
15,
6 months.
if you have 15
little 6
and you're
months.
thinking about moving out, you're more than good.
You're more than
You're
good,
more
right?
than good. I promise you.
Because
To me,
if
bro,
you make
if I
that much
can't
money,
pay-
if
if
that
I
means you
can't
got a
pay-
job, you gotta stay with
Because you
that.
just gotta be able to, you gotta move out, Japan or whatever you are, with enough money to pay 4, 5, 6 months.
That's what I'm saying.
Ahead of time, but
It has
also
to be like
depends
6
on the
months
way.
ahead of
It
time.
also depends on how your living situation
That's
is.
what I'm saying.
You know, if you're a person who like spend like want to get a like $22,000 apartment,
Jesus.
you gotta think about it's like, all right, man, I got 22. Now it's like, how much is it gonna cost for the next 6 months? And now let's not forget, if you have a car, insurance gonna cost money, gas gonna cost money, so certain things like that also gonna come into play.
Yeah.
Bro, if I feel like if I don't have enough money to cover all my bills for a whole year, there's no point in me moving out.
But you're still forgetting that you're gonna go work though. You're not
Exactly.
just gonna stay home.
Yeah, but obviously, if you're able to cover for a whole year, you don't have to worry about paying bills for a whole year. So you can stack while you're living there.
That's what I'm saying. But once you've
feel me?
stacked enough,
But how much is enough for it?
let's say
'Cause
6
again-
months of bill, 6 months.
6
above.
months of bills. Let's say, for example, the spot is like 1,800. Only 2 months is already you're looking at 36.
You see, you wouldn't want to start there though. I mean, more
You
like
gotta start there. I mean,
But what do you mean you wouldn't want to start there? That's where the
where
economy is at
I
right
know,
now.
but you wouldn't want to start like because right now 1,800 looking at a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
buy a crib.
You try to buy a crib. We all trying to buy a crib at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
But you gotta start small.
A question. Cameraman, you stay with your parents? How old are you? I'm joking. You 24? You think you're like moving out anytime soon?
Bro, he has a space. He has serenity.
When do you think you move out?
calmness,
But do
stuff in the
you
money.
hear why he moved out early? With you, like you have your own room.
24. That's a his own room.
Oh, it can happen. Come on.
Nah.
No.
I've heard, bro.
Nah, bro.
I've heard.
Nah, man.
No. His own job.
Yeah, that's the match. This might.
Come
so,
on.
so what? When do you think you like? It's time to get out.
When I move out of state.
So only when you leave the
Exactly.
state. That's when. Are you planning on moving
Unless,
out?
yeah. Like, so let's say, for example, like you were to build a life here, right? You would move out? Okay.
You'd
That would be the
move out.
only time you would move out if you were still living here.
I mean,
If you were building a life here.
I feel like, yeah, of course. I'll move out when I'm like good, maybe 28, when I'm building a life here.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is,
So you're gonna eat off your parents for another 4 years.
No. I feel like no. I feel like for me, if I'm moving
Yeah, that's
out,
the thing. Sometimes that's why I feel like sometimes I'm a burden to my parents. You know, when you just feel like
I should be out of
I
here.
should be out of here.
Yeah. I should be doing something with my life.
No. The thing about me is I'm so lucky that my dad, because I have my dad and my sister.
Yeah.
So we're only 3 people in the house, and we all have a bed, our own rooms.
Yeah, your own spaces.
How's rent split?
Rent? Oh, it's only me and my dad. My sister don't pay nothing.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, why would she
That's
be
good.
paying? There's 2 men in the house.
That's good.
2 million in the house, so I gotta pay. So, but the thing is, me, I'm moving out when I'm buying a house or something. Because
Okay.
right now, I could be able to move out to an apartment, but I feel there's no need because I live in
Yeah.
the same state. It's weird going to my dad or my sister. Because even my dad too is like, "Why are you moving out? You're wasting money." So that's how I feel. Because I feel like
yeah,
if I'm
some people
moving
do have
out,
that thing. It's like if I'm gonna move out, I'm gonna get my like my own house.
my own house. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna get no apartment.
If it's to get an apartment, it's got to be to a different state
Different-
where you're
Yeah.
starting a whole new
Yeah.
life.
I hear it.
Yeah.
But another thing about moving out that I like that we had you on the podcast. You've been through situations like this. Talk to us about like roommates, because I know your situation. Not to get into detail, like you had situations with roommates, different. Because how many roommates have you've had? How many houses? Like 3 houses?
Ah, why are we going to this one?
No, we're not going into detail. We're just going to like roommates, like the struggles of having roommates and moving out. Because when you first moved out, right now you have a roommate, right?
Yeah.
So like finding the struggles. Just talk to us. Roommates, bro.
Honestly, when it comes to like when I was looking for places to stay, it's like people
And tell
would
us your crazy stories. You can tell us crazy stories.
people always tell us like you would never know somebody until you like under the same roof with that person.
Yeah, solo.
Yeah, I feel like you never know somebody
That's what
until
they
under the
saying.
same roof. So like it was good times, but there's just things that we wouldn't get along with.
Good times never last.
Damn.
You seen that meme?
We just
Tough times never last.
Good times never last.
Only tough people last.
like you said, so I had to be the tough person and just like I had to take myself out of place and environment where it's like I wasn't feeling comfortable with, and just start off
Wait,
fresh.
I have a question though. Have you ever been a roommate with a different gender or just all male?
I am living with a different gender right
Currently.
now. Currently, yeah.
Okay. So is it much better to live with a woman than a man? Or it depends on the person?
It just depends on the person though.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell us your craziest roommate story. Craziest roommate story.
I've said this, people gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, but yeah, bro,
Chill.
you know who I'm talking, bro. It's all love, bro. But like
It's all love. Like
it's
there's
all
no
love,
hate
bro.
here.
But staying at the older place, chill.
All the place. So at this time you were young.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still young, but at this
I'm still
time,
young,
you
but
were younger
man,
than
yeah. I had to
Like,
look.
you look good for your age.
Relax.
Wait, how old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
22.
Wow.
32. Wow. You're a strong 32.
Sharp, yeah?
Yeah,
You're a
man.
strong
Sharp.
32.
Yeah. But I had to learn how.
You did show now.
I had to learn how to sleep with music on. Not
Oh, that's what it was.
I had to learn how to sleep with music.
my bad.
Wow.
I mean, like I said, bro, some people gotta do what they gotta do, but I just my thing was just learning how to sleep with music on.
Yeah.
So what? People start practicing how to sleep with music on if you can think about getting a roommate. I mean, it depends on the roommate.
It just depends on your roommate.
Soundproofing the room, to be honest. That's the best option.
Is there a maximum
Soundproof
of
the whole
roommates?
room.
Your room?
Jesus.
Gotta be soundproof.
Put the
Now
panels
that-
on the wall.
Well, now that you've experienced what you experienced,
That's
like
crazy.
the number of roommates you've had, you
Yeah.
think like how many now do you feel like is too much? That you never do again. This amount of people never again.
More than one.
More than one,
More
you're
than
not doing
one,
again?
I can do more than one. I can do more than one. But it also depends who I'm going to live with, though. I could
Right.
I could probably like we can also squeeze in like we can think about like
3.
splitting it 3.
But you gotta be like,
It's gotta be it's like I gotta know like what you're like, what do you know how to do so we can, because going into a living situation, not everybody gonna know how to do everything. You know, like we just gonna break. And I was like, okay, I know how to do this. You take that thing. I know how to do this. I'm gonna take this. So he knows how to do that. So you do that part. If like we're gonna work, it's like if all 3 of us can communicate. It's like I don't know how to do what he does. So about you teach me, so I learn. And you don't know how to do what I do. So about I'll teach you. But that's just how you go about it.
so it's better to have a roommate that at least is an asset in the household.
Pretty much.
So I have a question though.
Yeah.
So because right now you have a female roommate. Is it easier for you? Is she good at cooking? So that means the cooking part is. Oh, she's not.
You said no?
Oh no, her cook is amazing.
Okay.
But I don't ask her to cook.
Okay.
If she chooses to cook and she say, yo, I got enough for the both of us, I don't mind. I'll wash dishes.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I can clean.
Or sometimes will you chip in, send her a little
Yeah.
50? She chef out for both of you guys.
Come on, man. Yeah, she's the best at it.
Let's have it.
Bruh.
Come on.
Oh, man.
She says I'm cooking. I say, what? Yeah, I wash the dishes at
What
the
you
end.
need?
No problem.
I wash dishes at the end.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Oh, you cooking? I'm eating.
Yeah. Like I said, we just help each other.
eating.
She cooks, I eat.
No, she eat too though.
She does, but she cooks, I eat. It just goes in that order. She cooks, I eat.
Big motion. Switch up. College life. You moved into a college dorm, right?
Yeah.
You stayed there for a while. How was your experience in college? You're in college. You're not staying at your parents. Now you're in college. A little bit more freedom. How was your experience? I know it's crazy out there. How was your experience?
I had a lot of great experience, to be honest, bro.
Like in the bedroom?
Christoph. Bro, let the brothers
Yo,
speak.
I hope my parents don't watch this, because you're gonna make me
Nah, they ain't watching this. They ain't watching this. They ain't watching this.
You're gonna make
He's trying to
me
go
sad,
do
bro.
laundry, man. Imagine, bro.
Chill.
Wait.
Nah, but listen, bro. I have.
Gotta start washing by hand.
There's time where I heard some crazy shit going to do laundry during the day, bro. I'm just
Yo.
Yeah.
crazy things, bro.
Yo.
So let us college then. Let us
That-
know.
Oh, so you've heard the drag get stuck?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hold me up.
The dragons, snap, people playing with the drums and stuff, late
Yo.
night. Bro, no, yeah.
You guys handle that though.
Huh?
I feel like when you, for example, like you have a game, like in the morning or something, training, and someone's making noise. How you handle that? Do you just slip it off, or
You go, bro.
Sleep it
you
up.
gotta, I got a game, but
At some point, it just becomes like, it's like, nah, man.
It's regular
It's
occurrence.
just regular, because it's gonna happen. You know, because what's gonna happen? Your room is always gonna be in the middle.
yo,
It's always gonna be in the middle. It's gonna be somebody to the left of you, somebody to the right of you doing something that you.
Just bear chop, chop.
Yeah. But hey, I got to a point where it's like I was like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out, man.
you cannot
It
do
was
this.
it was a time. There was point of time where it's like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out. You're being a little too loud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was your college experience?
My college experience. That was my apartment experience.
How about college? Let us know like the exciting stuff. Because when people go to college, these kids are party life. I know we
Nah,
live in
man.
Maine, so they ain't no.
I never been a party person. That was never me. Like
Okay.
my fun was like, yo, I go out with my people and we have fun. We find a way to have fun.
Okay. How
That's-
do you guys have fun?
How young people have fun.
Explain us,
How young people have fun. Go out, have a good time.
man.
Huh?
Man.
Pictures of those, man.
You threw me off. I was like, you said, man.
You said he's
He
in my
said
boys. I
man.
said, huh? Man.
Man?
He said we'll figure out how to have a good time.
I mean, yeah, it feel like
That's crazy.
Yo, but yo, switch up. Boom. Boys and Girls Club.
oh, man.
Let us know. So he worked at the Boys and Girls Club.
I went from
How
being.
long?
I went from what?
2 years?
Something like that.
Why you look at me?
Something like that.
I was only there for a year.
You were there too. Oh
I was
my!
only there for a year.
Yo, I be forgetting. Ricky
I
worked
was
there.
there for a year.
I'm trying to count the days that called off.
This nigga, you was there for 3 years.
Man,
Nigga.
I was there for a long time, man.
You was there for 3. I was there
How
for
was your
one.
experience?
1.5 maybe.
Working with kids.
It teaches you a lot of patience, like, honestly.
Yeah.
It teaches you a lot of, like, how to have a lot of patience, how to deal with kids and more stuff. It's like, because I have younger siblings and stuff, and they can get annoyed. I thought my siblings were annoyed until I started working at the Boys and Girls Club. Like, especially around, like, after COVID time, when it's like, there's a lot of people in Maine, so it's like, thanks to the Boys and Girls Club, they run a great program where I always had 30 to 40 plus kids with me, and they were all great kids, but god damn, them little motherfuckers were annoying.
You ever put your hands on one of them like this?
Nah.
Slow, it took too long to answer that question.
So you
Nigga said, mhm.
you so you've never put your hands on none of those kids?
Nah.
You've never thought about slapping any of those kids?
Okay, thinking about it's different, but I never done it actually.
Brother, don't say thinking, bro. You're gonna be caught.
It's too big, right?
Say that.
Nah, man, like I said, my ass is guy, they're annoying.
Yeah.
They push the limits. They actually know how to do it.
So would you work with kids in the future?
Nah, I can't do it anymore, man. I can't do it anymore.
Your battery's finished.
Man, too low. I don't even have a battery for them kids no more.
Damn.
But my time there was amazing. I loved it. You know, I went from being a club member to now like feel like somewhat giving back, you know, to where I came from, and they taught me a lot. You know, how to be a man, how to be responsible.
Yeah. And hey, working with kids teaches you how to be a better brother as well.
Still.
Because the patience you learn there can apply to your siblings.
Like I said, man,
Better role model. Yeah. Cause low key, one thing I did notice from there is like, I mean, a lot of the kids that we were working with were kids coming from our country, our community, and it's like they're it's like a culture shock. So they're coming here, they're not used to what they're seeing.
My thing is they look at you guys as like guys they aspire to be, because like
Exactly.
you're speaking good English, and some of them don't know like basic English, you know.
Exactly.
So they're learning and they're looking at you like, oh my God, he's so good at basketball. I want to be like, you know.
Still.
I like the way Elias walk. I want to be like Elias. So now you gotta uphold your status of, being a great Samaritan, helping the club, helping the kids,
Right.
being a good mentor for these youths.
Yeah.
Because they looking at you like you're the Don Dada, Because you're a big guy, Elias. I see, when I first came to Boys Girls Club, people are looking like, yo, Elias is the shit. I walk into the club, no English. I know I spoke English. What am I saying?
Yeah, you spoke
fresh guy.
English.
come on, man.
And I spoke English. I'm looking. Who's that? Oh, his name is Elias Antone. Oh, come on. This time he's sagging. A little bounce to his sag. A little bounce to his sag. You can see the cheeks.
All right, chill. See, don't do that.
Grown man, see the cheeks. But he's youth. He was a youth at this time. He was like what, 10th grade, I think, probably or something. But these times he had the hugs. He had the hugs. I was looking up like, damn, this guy's talking to the baddest Jones. I'm like, yo, let me see how he move. I tried to go under his wing a little bit until I crashed. Nigga sold me.
I never sold you, bro.
Nah, you're a bad mentor to me, though.
Nah, bro, nah. You just couldn't keep up, bro. But
My mentor is this.
you just couldn't
Talk
keep
about
up.
I couldn't keep up. Nah, but I hope you treat the kids better. You treated them better.
I did.
You did a good job.
I did a very good job.
And you treating your siblings better too.
Oh, I am.
You've improved.
I've always been a good brother to my siblings.
But that's what we like to hear.
I can't always provide everything I want, but
No, but you can come close. Try your best.
more than close.
I meant to that. Power to the people.
Yeah. If you got siblings, do good by your siblings.
Yeah. That's what we're preaching today. Do good by your siblings. 2025, be a good sibling.
Be a good older brother. Be a good older sister. Buy them shoes if you don't want shoes.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wait, huh?
Buy them shoes if you don't want shoes.
If they don't want shoes?
They want shoes.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah.
You was the opposite day?
Yeah. Aces.
I had to give you a crazy side eye though.
Me?
Yeah.
When?
You was doing mad glaze.
To him?
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm saying like he was one of the
hold
Don
on.
Dada.
You were
that
glazing
time.
crazy.
He was the Don.
I mean, like everywhere you go, there's always going
And
to
he
be
took you
somebody
under his wing, and you were trying to follow his footsteps.
No, it's just I
That's
tried to
a
learn
man.
the lingo, bro. At these times, he was, you know.
Like, I also had to learn.
So you were examining another man's game.
See, alright.
But at the end of the day, every nigga examines game though. Cause we all do what works. If we see he's doing something and it works, we're gonna try to do something. If it works too, what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna come
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Why would I try to do something else if
Right,
it's
right,
working
right,
already?
right,
You know what I mean?
Nah, but be original though.
Well, no, but I'm saying there's certain things. If you see
What works is
people
you gotta
around
go with
you
it.
are coming, like they're talking to you about, oh, that's nice. Oh, you're talking about something and like everybody just loving what you're saying, how
Yes.
you're moving. I feel like you can't lie. Like, the world is a copycat thing, because especially
Everything
these
we do is
YNs,
copy and paste, yeah.
All these YNs look alike, bro. I swear everybody's a dreadhead.
Yeah, I'm scared of them, but chill out, bro. Enough for that, chill out.
Me, I'm next.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yo, well, I don't even talk to you about it. Like 22 by yourself. It's time to get married. Your parents are probably saying, when is he gonna bring wife home? So like, we wanted to know, because we had this conversation, I think the last podcast, we talked about the age difference in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to know like your input. So I'm in the belief that as a girl, you should date a guy that's like at least 2 years older. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Dating someone your age? I'm talking about younger though, because guys take a longer time to mentally mature. Sometimes also physically mature.
Wait, what do you mean by younger? Dating somebody younger than me?
No.
So let's say, for example, you're turning 23, and the girl's 21. Are you okay with that?
But that's okay though. But that's okay.
That's what you're saying. 2 years.
2 years and older.
Yes.
I'm even talking like what, 19, 21.
19, yeah, brother, no.
So you not in the belief 19 and 21?
19 and 21.
Juju
19 and 21.
Juju was
and
just,
21.
Juju was just
Okay,
talking to Jaden Daniels at a USC game. I think it was a USC or a college basketball game, and they were sitting next to each other. And she's 19 and he's 24, and people are like, "Yeah, game on." Do you think that's wrong? I think she's in college, second year in college. I think that's game on.
Brother, the age still gotta
I
play
think
into
I'm
effect.
okay with that.
Age still gotta play into effect. 25, that's a grown man.
And what's the reason why you're okay with it?
25, that's a grown man. Bro, all right,
I feel like
hold on, let me ask you
once
this.
you're
Right?
in
Hold on, chill.
adult space, she's an adult too.
Okay, what's the real reason you're okay with it?
Okay, you can't just because she's an adult.
No,
She's 19.
no. What's the real reason why you're shipping it? Yeah, you're
They would make a good couple out. I'm thinking.
because that's what social media is pushing out.
No, but my thing is, who like 24 and 19. It depends on the 19-year-old's maturity. I feel like, but at the end of the day, she's still an adult, and in college for 2 years. So we're adding all of that. You still think that's wrong?
I mean, I do personally, that's my
Bro, we know people who we don't know anybody, but like we see girls that are like 20 dating guys who are like 45. Bro.
I look at them sideways,
because them guys got bread.
See,
Every situation is different, bro, but to each their own.
No, I'm not saying like 19-year-old go
To
look
each
for
their own.
24 or 25, but I'm saying that should be okay. I think that's okay.
I mean, I guess it's not that bad.
if you think,
Because we've
if
seen
that's what you
worse,
think,
and people
Yeah,
say
yeah.
10.
I mean, that is facts. We have seen worse.
but if that's what you think,
Whoa, so what you think is like 1924 wrong?
nah, can't do it.
Nah.
You said 1924?
No, but she's in
I was
college. She's in
gonna
college.
give an
2 years.
example,
She
but
was
that
in college.
example wouldn't go right now because times are different.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
most people our
Yeah.
age and in our community always say, "Oh, look at your parents." They're 10
Yeah,
years
exactly.
apart.
That's what I was
But
gonna
it's
say, but then it's
that
like-
was like it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like where society has evolved and stuff. Now
So for
look-
you, what's the youngest thing you would try?
Niggas said society has evolved. So what? It was primitive times.
We're gonna talk about and go up, the age of consent there. If we speak, we're in trouble. So what's the youngest thing you would chop?
Chop or be with? Because
Chop. Chop. Be with.
Okay. The way it sounds, man.
20 or older.
20?
20 or older.
So
Wait,
2
how-
years is
how-
max for you.
Yeah.
How old are you? 20?
22.
20, 23. See, once I go up, the number got also.
But my thing is, I feel like it's a joke thing.
It's a joke thing.
Huh?
Yeah, because like
Yo,
you can say 20, right?
Yo,
But then next year you turn 23.
Yeah.
Next year is
if you want to date
24.
somebody that's 19, they turn 20, and then
This year
they're
I'm
20,
turning
you're 23.
23.
Does that look bad?
This year I'm turning 23. I'm turning 23. As soon as I hit 23, that number also gotta go up. So we gotta go 23 and 21.
Okay, so if you hit 23, are you cool with dating a 20-year-old?
20?
20.
Is she turning 21 within how long?
Oh, see, now we're calculating too far, Papa.
No, I'm not gonna be with somebody I'm 23 and not gonna be 21 until the end of the year.
Okay, what if they're 19, they turn 20,
And I turn 23?
and you turn 23?
Nah, not happening. I pass on to my little brother.
Huh?
Yeah,
Your brother is not 3 years younger than you.
my brother's 18. He's turning 19 this
The
year.
girl should be older.
He can figure out what he gonna do. He do what he gonna
Nah, I
do.
feel like that's crazy. They
Wait,
know.
wait, how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
What's the youngest thing you can go for?
Got him.
This guy.
Got him.
So hold on, you 21, you did that 17-year-old?
You see, that's illegal.
Nah, you just fucking about
Nah,
you just fucking about 80%.
No, but we're talking legally, though. We're not talking illegal.
No, but the way you sound, it seems like it's okay for
Yeah,
you.
is that what you're saying?
No, my thing is-
Legally.
My thing is 19-year-olds are in college, 20-year-olds are in college. So they're in, like, they talk to 22-year-olds
Bro, alright, so there's still,
all the time.
there's people that who graduate early, go to college at the age of 17. So tell me, you gonna date them too?
I know certain men that say
They're in college.
she's a college student first.
She's a college student
I know
first.
certain men that say they're a college student first before the age. That's certain men. But I feel like 20 and 23 is not bad, bro. Why you so? Because look, you 25, they 22. Now is it still bad? But when you're 25, what's the youngest thing you date as a 25-year-old?
23.
Why not 22? It's just a numbers game.
I
Because
think-
if she's
I think-
mature
I
enough
think
at 22,
this is the thing, right?
Because you know,
If
girls
you're
are
at 25,
mature enough,
I
very
feel like
mature.
once you're at 25, your playing field is 20 to 25.
But I'm not gonna be a 25-year-old go date somebody who's 20.
Bro, this is the thing. This is what you're not putting in
You're
perspective.
blocking your blessing.
You're blocking. Wait.
He's blocking your
Wait.
My blessing cannot be
Before I even get to that, before I even get to that, before I even get to that, right? Before 20K naira. Wait, before you even get to that, right? Before you get to that, women have a biological clock. You know that in our culture, by a specific age, you should already have these things accomplished. If you at 25 don't have those things accomplished, that's normal. But a woman's gonna start from like 20 to 25. You wouldn't do it?
She wanna sit it out.
Ah.
Bro, my thing is, you 25, right? You 25. You date somebody, let's say 21.
Okay.
21. So you can do 21.
I can do 21.
So that's 4 years now. You see what you see? I just got him. 4 years now. 4 years different.
He's trying to like settle.
No, but my
listen.
thing is-
Yeah,
my
but I
thing
see
is-
your
Okay,
perspective.
okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let me tell you this.
'Cause my
Let
thing
me-
is this,
okay,
boom.
yeah, let me hold on. Before you
My
continue.
thing is this: she can be even 20 and you're 25, and you guys talk for, let's say, 2 years. She's 22. Boom.
You're 27.
You guys are married. Oh, you engaged. Is that a bad thing? She's engaged at 22.
That's perfect age for her.
That's perfect age.
And that's a good age for you as a man to be
'Cause you're
in that
ready. 'Cause
situation.
you're
Exactly.
ready for that.
Yeah. Because women mature sooner than men. Yep.
But at the same time, when you want to go with somebody, you gotta go out with somebody. You're out there ordering something good, but they ordering apple juice.
Oh, come on.
Oh, they be fine now.
Bro said 22-year-olds ordering apple juice.
Nah,
No, 20. He's saying like younger than 21 can't order alcohol.
you can't order that.
You know, a regular
That's what you're
sip.
saying? But bro, would you want your shot or your wife or somebody you like drinking alcohol?
I mean, see,
it's responsible.
look,
People are like, it's
for
okay, but like,
enjoyment. At a dinner, you get a little glass.
You get a little glass of wine. I
Yeah.
don't mind that.
come on, it's a drink.
But it's not mandatory,
It's not a-
thing.
it's
It's
not
not
a thing.
It's not
mandatory.
mandatory, yeah. But it's like if I'm going out with
Because my thing is, I'm trying to give both parties what they want.
yeah.
Shawty's always complain about, it's not mature enough, you're not ready, it's not ready. So I say, okay, cool. What do girls do most of the times when they don't like or like people their age, they go
They
higher.
go for older.
So the guys that are older too, you can't be looking too much at shorties your age. I won't lie to you because they're going higher too. Think about it.
That is
They're
true.
going higher too.
Yeah, our
Girls
age
that
are going
girls
higher.
that are 24, they're going 27.
27, 28.
Ah,
They
think
even shoot
about
in
it.
30s.
Girls that are 23, they're
Some
going
of
for
them are
25,
shooting
26.
35.
You see, what if
You
I
see what
go,
I'm
what if I
saying?
go
Let me see.
for
What if
what if
I-
I go
what if I-
for somebody older than me? That's fire though.
That's your preference.
Still,
I mean, I
That's
wouldn't
a
mind being with
bless.
somebody older than me.
Yeah. That's your sauce?
Shit.
How old? Like 2 years older?
way older.
Maybe I'm
a cool
5 older.
Like
If right now I'm
50
20, right now I'm 22, I don't mind being somebody who's 27.
Nah, you're doing too much.
No, that's solid.
So you can date
Because
someone
now,
that's
but
7
this is
years
the thing
older
though.
than
You can't
but
date no more.
Date nobody that's
But you
2
can't
years
date no
younger
more.
than you?
If she's
5
27,
older.
you can't date no more. You gotta marry.
So we gotta get some.
You gotta marry. No, you gotta.
You see, now my thing is
In a
this.
few months, you gotta marry.
He said you're 22, right?
Yeah.
When do you plan on getting married?
25,
You see the problem right there.
26, 27.
So she's 27. She's probably in the age
Ready.
to get married.
She's ready.
She's dating your black ass. You're not ready. Bro, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's better you're ready, and then you guys date. She's 22, 23. Boom, you get married.
23 get married?
No, she's 23. You're like 25.
26.
No, I feel like
26.
And the higher ups.
marriage is supposed to be both of you guys.
It's both of you guys gotta.
No, I'm not saying both.
But
No. He's
But I'm saying
like
as a guy,
maturity
most of the
level.
guys are not ready, bro.
If you decide to date somebody older,
No, I'm saying guys, bro. You cannot tell me guys who are 20, 21. Like obviously we can all just go and get married if
City
right now if
Hall,
we wanted
right
to.
now,
We all wanted
yes.
to. But I'm saying like with the way you see yourself, you don't want to get married and you look at your pockets and you don't like what you're seeing.
yeah.
True.
So like what he's saying is like, oh, if he decides to date somebody older, that older woman is already ready for marriage and he might not be. So he's slowing her
And
down.
exactly, and
You
she
know?
wants to get probably have a kid before 30. What if then?
Exactly.
Now you want a kid before? Nah, I don't. You see the conflicts.
In 1 or 2 years, we good.
No, ain't no woman gonna do that.
That's
Especially when they're
bro.
women are on a biological
That's what I'm
clock.
saying, bro.
A biological clock. So it's either now or never. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have a specific time and a specific age that they want to do certain things. They want to accomplish certain things when it comes to
Okay, but
marriage.
are you cool with like
stability
a
and all that?
17-year-old dating like a 20-year-old? A girl. The girl is 20. The guy is 17.
That's dangerous.
The girl is older.
Why am I picking her
Wait,
up from
the
the same
girl's
school my
older?
brother goes to?
She's 20. The guy is 17. Are you cool with that?
I mean, don't tell me.
No, you see, I'm saying when
Wait a minute.
I'm saying is that a problem?
Wait a minute. You didn't catch what he just said?
You said don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
That's your business, cuz.
I mean, nowadays.
So you picking her up from the same school your sibling goes
Who you
to?
gonna pick up first, your
No,
brother?
high
she's
school
older.
student.
I'm saying she's older.
She's older.
She's older.
She's 20. The guy is 17.
Oh, I'm 17.
Is that
The
bad?
gal is
He's 3 years
20.
old, 20.
I feel like that's solid, yo.
You see the double
They
standard.
can do opposite. Can you do
But they can do opposite. That's where you draw the line.
You
opposite.
know, because if a 17-year-old is pulling a 20-year-old woman, that's game.
That's game.
That's maturity. That's
That's
game.
true. That's
Yo,
good.
That's
He's still
game.
17.
Listen,
But that's
17.
that
game.
is stars and stripes right there.
But my thing is this: he's still 17.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
if they're doing
game.
That
things
is
that
stars
are
and
older
stripes.
than 17, there's still a possibility of children.
Yeah, true.
And then it can lead to, oh, that's wrong. Why were you even
Okay,
dating him in
okay.
the first place?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I see that perspective. Calm.
Because the thing is, what people think all the time is, boom, she's 18. That's too young. Is this guy going to impregnate her? Is he impregnating her at 18?
Why you gotta say it like that?
We don't know, man.
Some people are religious. Some people are healthy. They're not doing anything like that.
No,
Yeah.
but it depends though.
Well,
Depends. You don't know that person.
no, I'm not saying. I'm not.
Once
I'm
they
not
date-
generalizing it. I'm not generalizing it.
No, I'm just saying because some people once they date, they just start clocking right there.
When
You see, my
raise-
thing is always. I feel like people are scared of. You know, when you're 18, it's like, it depends because certain girls at 18 got different experience than other girls at 18. True. You know,
Some people are more traveled than
and
the
the same
others.
thing with a guy that's like 22. Some they say guys who are 22, no, like they got the same experience with a guy that's 18, basically.
To an extent, yeah.
But maturity is higher.
Still, stability is different.
Well, if you're
Goals are
a
different.
shawty, what are you dating?
Sorry,
If you're a shawty, which one are you picking?
older, of course.
What?
The one that's older can probably treat her even better.
Right.
He can be a little bit more established than somebody that is 18, her age.
Damn.
Think about, am I seeing it
Man
wrong?
got me thinking a little
Wrong.
too much.
No. It's not even that. It's just the thought that
My thing is
we
the
sit-
world is like, because my thing is when you were a kid growing up in Africa, you saw your parents' age difference. I'm not saying that because some of them are to an extreme, but we know
Some
people
are.
who but we know people who
15 years
they went to our church, blah blah blah. She's 19, she got married to somebody about 23,
That's solid.
right?
Yeah.
But some people will say, oh, she's too young. She's too young. Why she? It's like you have to understand. We also live in America. People here don't like marriage because the divorce rate is so high.
Right.
But we're African, and that's just like tradition. Getting married
Yeah.
is like a big accomplishment, big decision, something to be joyful of. But you want to date your mate that is the same age as you.
Your age mate. Your age mate doesn't want to date you because you are
my
their
thing-
age
This is
mate.
what somebody told me. My thing is this. You see when you're older as a guy and you date a shawty that is a little bit younger, there's so much she can learn from you as well. Because sometimes when you're dating somebody that's your age, she's not learning anything from you really.
It's just
You know what I mean?
Bumping heads.
It's not, you're not
not even
guiding
bumping
her. Like,
heads.
it's not even, certain
She's
people,
allowing you to do certain things.
Certain people you can guide. I'm not saying have control of their lives. Nothing.
Right,
I'm saying
right.
give them, she can be like, my boyfriend's very mature. He gives me great advice. I've never heard no shawty tell me that she's dating the same nigga. Oh, he gave me some great advice. He's such a good person. He says such a mature mind when I'm talking to him. I'm like, nah, you guys are the same age.
right.
He can have the same, but like girls just want to feel like, nah, I can go to my man about this problem I have. But if you're 23, there's certain things, we're both facing the same issues.
Yeah, we're age mates.
We're age.
We're going through the same thing.
the same thing. So I can't even
Yeah,
ask you
yeah.
because you.
No,
next,
I
for
feel like-
all you know, I'm going through it before even you go through it.
No. I feel like it's different though sometimes. Because sometimes you're just mature. Because I've met people who are like 45. The way they think, I'm like,
No. But I'm saying, life experience should count.
You're 100%. But I've met people who are like, the way they're raised to be like aware in certain things. And sometimes, because I've seen someone who was 20 years old has a business where I was like, how you have a business? And the thing is, it's not like your regular business. It's not like, touch and go. This man paid taxes. Like, we're talking like, he got books and stuff. He got employees. And how you 20? But
It's a guy.
yeah, he's a guy. But the thing, when I saw how his parents talked to him and how, I could tell. Because you see the father is, he was like very strict to him. But he wasn't strict the whereby he like belittle you. He was strict like a man. He'll tell you, this gotta do this and this is why you're doing this. And the mom, so I could see the maturity. So at that point for me, it changed my mind whereby some people might be young, but here, very, very mature.
That's what I'm saying as well as the thing with dating older. You're 22, she's 27. She can also have the sense like, I'm dating you, I'm in a way above you. Like, you can't make no decision about what 22-year-old making a decision about 27-year-old life. What are you guiding her to do?
She wants to ring, man. She better stick around. She wants to single mom.
Nigga, huh? What did you just say?
She wants to ring. She better kick around, man. She's 27. She ain't got much time left.
Oh my god.
And you think she can't go date a man that's like 35?
She could. I said she couldn't. She could.
And my thing is this, I feel like, especially with America, one thing I know us living in Africa is Africa forces you to grow up mentally faster than living in America because you go through certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at America, 21, oh, he's still a kid. 22, He's still a kid. 23. He's
You're a
still
baby. Yeah, you're a
In Africa,
baby.
you're not a kid once you hit
I feel like-
21.
I feel like in America you grow up faster than Africa.
No, I'm saying perception. I'm saying
It
perception.
just give
I'm
us
saying-
age. Give us age where you
When
are.
I was 18, when I was 18, I knew my dad got the bills. I was not worried about my bills. But when I arrived there, someone who was 16 knew what bills are.
No. I'm not saying. about
No,
that.
not in
I'm
that
saying
sense. Not
I'm
in that
saying the
sense.
of-
Okay, look, right? He's saying in a cultural sense.
Oh, culture, yeah.
I moved here 2012. 2013.
certain pressures are not the same.
Bro, I'm seeing legal documents and I'm only 10.
Bro, there's certain
You get what I'm
pressures
saying?
you face
Yeah,
back
so-
home
okay,
that you know what I mean.
So it's
certain
different.
pressures is like when I was in Africa, I saw somebody my age, 20 years old. Their face looks like they've been through things. You know what I mean? Like they got that stress of a 30-year-old.
We got that gray hair going on.
I mean, sometimes maybe yes, maybe not. But like, everybody, my thing in Africa, you can be that 20-year-old and you're allowed in that room of adults. Because
Yeah.
now they know, hey, no, you're not a kid no more. You grow up faster. You're not a kid no more.
Yeah.
You can be here in America and still pay bills, but I'm a 23-year-old. I live by myself. But some people can look at you and say like, mentally you're still a kid.
Yeah.
You're still a kid.
Yeah.
You don't see life the way your elders see life. You're still a kid.
Cause there are people like that.
Yeah. Bro, my mom was telling me, when I was 18, you know the things I was doing back home. Here, your sisters are 18, they're not doing anything. I said,
That's crazy.
Guys, not to say that my sisters don't do anything. No, it's just like, obviously back home you do a lot. Like, bro, it's an 18-year-old woman in Africa with
Responsibilities are
siblings.
different, yeah.
You're not taking care of your siblings sometimes. You have to take care of your uncles, your people in the house. You have to feed
Everyone.
make food every day. You have to do laundry. It's a lot of responsibility. So that 18-year-old, when she comes here to America, I don't even think she'll look at a 23-year-old American. I'm not generalizing. The American can be from anywhere. It can be an African American. It can be an African who moved to America and lived there for a long time. But they can see a 23-year-old and be like, I don't think that person's mentally old enough. They can still say, let me go higher, 25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that 18-year-old or 19-year-old, 20-year-old can be everybody the age limit, but we've all been there where we know someone that's our age, but they feel like they not. Mentally, like it's like they're clocked out of our bullshit.
Wait, what bullshit?
Not like young people bullshit.
Grown men act like a
Young
YN.
people, young people conversations.
Nah, some niggas just be acting.
You know what I mean? So that's why my thing is, I'm very much open. Obviously, there's an age limit. Legality.
Hey, nice. My time has come, man.
Huh?
My time has come, man.
You know what?
My time has come.
See your time, man. Time is coming.
My time has come, man.
You thought you were running.
I'm not running. Alright, fellas, appreciate the invitation. It was great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it?
We got some things planned for the future.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be one of the contestants. Just keep it in your calendar. Make sure that whenever the opportunity comes up, you're gonna be part of the whole thing. Okay.
Fellas, appreciate the invitation.
Most definitely. Great having you, brother.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll hope to be part of this again.
Yeah, you clock yourself out, just say your name and then.
Elias Antonio, aka Papa Leki. Peace.
We good?
Why is he not in the middle?
And you should be. That's what I'm wondering myself. But
You should be in the middle.
Because you're the guest.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in the middle.
Okay.
Gotta go move my stuff now.
This boy, and you gotta sit in your spot. That's my spot.
Switch. Let's just switch.
2 minutes switch.
You like to switch?
Wait, what?
This what you like?
Nah, bro.
Huh? That's what you into.
Yo, I'm good.